When you think of a sport, you think of basketball, baseball, or even football. Most likely shooting an air rifle is not the first thing that comes to mind. But the sport is just as physically and mentally challenging as any other competitive activity. And an 8th grader here in Minot is up to the challenge. Kristen Bean has this week's Education in Action.
About 3 years ago, Kelsey Hansen's grandfather introduced her to the sport of shooting. At age 10, how was she to know that in 3 years, not only would she be good at the sport, but she might just be one of the best in the country?
Kelsey Hansen makes it look easy, but shooting an air rifle takes immense concentration, mental ability, and skill.
Well, it's not only physical, but you have to learn to really use your mind and everything to concentrate.
The way she stands, how she breathes, what she thinks about, and how still she holds her gun will all determine how close her bullet gets to the tiny black dot at the end of the room. The target is 33 feet away and only about the size of a finger. The bullseye, though, is as small as a pencil eraser. She uses her scope to make sure she's aiming correctly. Then she loads her rifle, takes a deep breath, holds her gun close to her chest, concentrates, and pulls the trigger.
I'm visualizing what I'm going to do, and I'm trying to concentrate because there's a lot of distractions when you're trying to shoot, and just like try and focus on the target and not think of anything else.
And her skills and concentration usually pay off. Kelsey competes in many national competitions throughout the year and always places at the top. At the last competition, she was competing against Olympic shooters. Her clean shots and excellent record are no surprise to her mom.
Schoolwork, flute, shooting, even swimming, whenever Kelsey does something, she really sets her mind to it. If she's going to do something, she's going to give it 110%.
And Kelsey has certainly set her mind to being the best. That is what keeps her shooting for the bullseye.
At her last competition, Kelsey was approached by 3 coaches who were interested in her ability. It's safe to say this 8th grader is certainly aiming for the future. Back to you.
Thanks, Kristen. Besides being an excellent shooter, Kelsey is a straight-A student on the swim team and plays the flute. If you know of an outstanding student who would make a good subject for next week's Education in Action, Kristen Bean would love to hear from you. Give her a call, 852-4101. Coming up next, the night has finally arrived.